Good morning, Lambo.
Okay. Hola, Alejandra.
Good morning, Donna. How are you?
I'm good. Going back and forth between two places.
Are you at the center?
Yeah. So if I leave the office, I mask up. So kind of strange to have a mask on Zoom.
Okay. So
Right.
can you?
I'll get you turned on.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Ravi. Hey, Patrick. Hola,
Good morning.
Patricia.
Hola, Dharma. Hola a todos. Hola, Ali.
Good morning, Venerable Kelsang. Hi, Alicia.
Buen día, ¿cómo estás?
Buenos días. Geshe Gelik is here.
Please have a seat. Good morning.
Good morning, Geshe.
Morning. Then anybody watching on YouTube, good morning. Very good to see you. And no, yeah, Venerable Hamula will lead a prayer.
Let's start with the Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Te ata mone mone maha munaye soha. Te ata mone mone maha munaye soha. Te ata mone mone maha munaye soha. Now the Medicine Buddha, verse of praise and stanza. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. Okay, so we'll say the mantra 7 times. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Te ata om bekanze bekanze maha bekanze bekanze raja samugate soha. Now the 4 measurables. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Now the Chenrezig, verse of praise and mantra. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, who said a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chenrezig, all seeing one, I prostrate. So we'll say this mantra 8 times. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Now the verse and praise and mantra for Green Tara. Tara liberates from cyclic existence. Tutara liberates from all fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. So let's chant 7 of these mantras. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha. 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 Now the refuge in bodhicitta prayer. Let's see, led by Ishila.
Sanje chodang soje chodang la chancho pardon dane jamzo dake chushen jebe sonam je dola peje sanje ando baba sho Sanje chodang soje chodang la chancho pardon dane jamzo dake chushen jebe sonam dola peje sanje ando baba sho Sanje chodang soje chodang la chancho pardon dane dake chushi jibe sona dola penje sanje ando bala sho. There's one second. The people are not able to follow because I say in Tibetan. So say one in like in English, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha and Dharma, the Supreme Assembly, by the merit I created through, you say, listening, and Dharma, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. So please set a positive motivation for the class, okay? Positive motivations. To liberate yourself to benefit of all mother sentient beings. So positive motivations to liberate yourself, to liberate yourself. Just to benefit mother sentient beings. That's the more positive motivations that you are supposed to set up before the class. Namalaya Dalu Dandi Tibonda Tamje Kange to say yes on the Tawa Tamja Pompesa Tampation, and then the bottom than chalk. So, Lamala, please lead 9 round breathing meditations. 9 round breathing meditations. So, Ribatani Leperche. Clear knowing is the definition of mind. According to Buddhist philosophy, clear knowing, that is the definition of mind or conscious. Mind, mental, mind, consciousness, or synonym, different name, synonym. Definitions, clear knowing is the definition of the awareness, consciousness, mind, etc., etc. Same, that's same. Trying to explain the same consciousness, awareness, mind, mental, same thing. For the sake of knowledge, what is the definition? Definition is clear knowing. Rigpa, same thing. Same Rigpa, Shepa, same mind, Rigpa, awareness, Shepa, consciousness. Synonym, no different meaning, same meaning. You have, I have, we all have that. It's not like something we don't have. We all have that. What's the definitions? Clear knowing. Clear knowing. Clear knowing. Tang. Rigpa. Tang means clear. Clear. Nik. Murky, not clear. What it means not clear? Sky, not clear, means there's cloud. There's a bunch of cloud, or maybe some cloud, not clear. Same mind, like sky, not clear. Clear, tongue, clear, no cloud. Nik, not clear, means can see cloud. Or, So here, now you understand, nik means not clear. Tongue, clear, nik, not clear. So now you know what the clouds are, Or maybe stress, upset, angry, jealous, pride, arrogant. That are like cloud. It's not inseparable with the sky, but they are there. They are there. There is possibilities that someday you will see clear sky, sky without cloud. So cloud are there temporarily. Therefore, is unclear, how you say?
Yeah, unclear, Geshe-la.
Unclear mind, temporary, is not permanent, temporary. Therefore, there's a hope. There's always hope. There's always hope. Even though you see sky with cloud day after day, it doesn't mean that you are not going to see sky without cloud. There's still hope. One day, not clear. Second day, not clear. Third day, not clear. Doesn't mean it's not going to be clear. There's always hope. Same mind, tongue clear, nik unclear. Same Rigpa, according to text, said Rigpa means same thing, technically the same thing, but according to the text it says Rigpa, mind, tongue clear, nik unclear. You experience, I experience is not something that the flower in the garden they experience, is not like that, that we are the one who experience it, not like the flower in the garden or the house or the tree. No, we human, we experience that. So the 9-round breathing meditations here, it helps us when you do the 9-round breathing meditation. It's kind of like it makes clear, distinguished. It kind of separates, separate precisely, not just separate precisely, clear and unclear. It kind of separate precisely. Right now, yeah, nature of mind is clear, but we don't experience because there's a lot of cloud. So the 9-round breathing meditation here is to precisely clarify between those two minds. So that is the purpose of this 9-round breathing meditations. Even though there are other reasons, but in this case, 9-round breathing meditation that Lamla is about to lead is the purpose of this 9-round breathing meditation is true. That is clearly separate, precisely separate, or distinguish between this clear mind and unclear mind. Okay? Yeah, so now Alhamdulillah will lead the meditation. So
So, Geshe-la said that we can put our middle finger on top of our ring finger, and we start with our left hand. And for the first three rounds, we place our that finger on our left nostril and inhale through our right nostril, slowly, deeply.
all the way in.
And then Seal the right nostril and exhale through that nostril. Slowly, deeply, completely. And we do that 2 more times, the first 3 rounds. And then for the second 3 rounds, the 4th, 5th, and 6th, we take the finger on the right hand, and then seal the right nostril and inhale through your left, slowly, deeply, completely. And then seal the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. We do that 2 more times. And then for the final round, 7, 8, and 9, we inhale through both nostrils and exhale through both nostrils. So let's start from the very beginning with the left hand. And exhale to the right nostril. Repeat. One more time. Okay, for the second set of 3, take the ring finger from your right hand and seal the right nostril and inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. Repeat. And one more time. And then for the final 3, exhale, inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through both. Repeat.
Oh yeah, thank you, Venerable Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. You see, is it separated? Clear mind, unclear mind, is it separated or no? The best is not to sit down on the comfortable cushions is the best, way to do this. 9-hour meditation is not to sit down, so then follow this 7-point sitting positions. So then right after that, need to develop pure thought. Namta, pure. Kivesim, virtuous mind. That's how any form of practice, has been done based on pure, virtuous thought. As a Buddhist, then you do refuge and Bodhisattva prayers. Refuge, then Bodhisattva prayers. So then after that, followed by Guru Yoga practice. That's how it's been done step by step, like. So now, as we discussed last Wednesday, Guru Yoga practice is not that easy. It's not easy as it sounds. Particularly in the West, it's not that easy. Like, even though, generally speaking, it's kind of hard things to do. So now, if you are not familiar with all this kind of practice, just right after that, just try to develop pure thought. Pure virtuous thought. Virtuous thought means positive thought. However you can develop, pure virtuous thought is important. In order to help yourself, challenge that we have, physical challenge, mental challenge. Physical challenge, there's many resources available, particularly in developing country like Europe and the United States. Problems related to mind, there you need pure virtuous thought is very critical in order to overcome difficulty related to mind. Pure virtuous thought is the critical part of deal with, disturbing thought. It's important. Regardless whether you consider yourself a Buddhist or not, pure virtuous thought is important foundation for you to help yourself overcome from disturbing thought. That's very critical. So now, two things happening here. I'm not doing good. I'm not okay. I'm kind of like sad. I'm kind of angry. I'm kind of jealous. That I is very visible and vivid. You experience I. Then there's body, and there's mind. My body, my mind. The I, my mind, my body. The I, the notion of self. I. So, body doesn't multiply. Body, you have only one body, doesn't multiply. Thought, awareness, thought multiplies. Not just one, there's many. There's many. Sometimes you feel like overwhelmed, not able to able to stop them. Stop them. Even though each disturbing thought has antidote. If you practice the antidote, there's possibility you could control them, reduce them, minimize them, eradicate them. That's possible. But sometimes you feel overwhelmed that there's the bombardment of thought that not able to stop. For a beginner, the best method. For the beginner, best method. Beginner means someone who never done meditations, never know about Dharma, a very limited knowledge about Dharma. Beginner. This best method, how to deal with the bombardment of thought. Focus. Focus. Focus on something. You can say this is this or this is that. You can say this is or object that I'm focusing is or this or that, or can say. What it sounds like? What that object sounds like? Huh? What that object sounds like? What that object sounds like? Oh, sorry. Nawa Pienbi. Apparent. Thomas, say what apparent means? Apparent.
Apparent is something you can see, something that appears to you.
What's the difference between apparent and appear?
Apparent is the quality of appearing, of being able to appear.
Okay. Okay, very good.
Much difference, Geshe-la.
No, appearance. Nawa, apparent. Nawa. Pienbi, you can say this is that, this is this, or this is good, this is bad. There's nothing to pinpoint. There's nothing to pinpoint. Nawa Pienbi. That's what it's called. Nawa Pienbi is apparent Pienbi. I'm not sure how you say in English Pienbi. I used to say space between thought. You understand? So need to learn how to focus on that. How to focus on that. If you're overwhelmed by bombardment of thought, that's the best method to deal with the bombardment of thought. Focus on that appearance. You can't say this is this or this is that. There's nothing to pinpoint. Pienbi. Tibetan was called Nawa Pienbi. No worry, no expectations. You understand? No worries. no concern, no expectations, just focus. That's all. Yeah, you can do, because you are human, you can do. Just focus there. Now, see what happens, see what happens. Doesn't have to be 30 minutes, 50 minutes, it can be just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just focus there 1 minute. One good minute. Just focus there 1 minute. See if you can focus. Now what happens? Now what happened? What's happening? What's happening? Thought will rise. Will rise. Because it's been rising all the time. Thought will rise. Is thought rising? When you try to focus on that, how is it? Yeah. If you probably want to come up with a fancy term, so that's your job. Tibet is called Pempin. I'm not sure how to say it, but the space. To be precise, conventional nature of mind. Conventional nature of mind. Be precise. Nature of mind, what you call space between thought, whatever you call, that you need to study. Okay, so Tibetan, we already have the words, now Pempin. Now what happened? Just focus 1 minute. What happened? No worries, no expectations. Nothing to analyze, nothing to judge, nothing to analyze. Don't analyze. Don't try to find something, there's nothing to find. Don't try to analyze, there's nothing to analyze. Just focus. After 1 minute, stop. Stop. Then do it again. But need to be fully aware, fully awake. Need to be fully awake. Can't be just like spacing out. No, need to be fully awake. If that meditation is going to be like fainted, you are fainted, no good. You feel like sleepy, no good. Need to be fully awake. We are not talking about 1 hour, we're just talking about 1 minute. Just focus 1 minute, fully awake. See what happens. Feel good, stop, completely stop. Do something else, come back, do it again. And need to be very mindful of the object, that space. Need to be very mindful of that object. In the same time, need to analyze whether you are focusing or not focusing. If you are not focusing, you need to put more effort. Need to analyze. So I did lead this meditation a number of times. So then today I'm doing this again. So there's few methods on the way. There's few methods that you face. What happens? Thought rise, different thought rise. Thought up, thought they wanted to check, make sure today is Sunday, make sure what you need to buy. Going through refrigerator, that thought rise. Thought rise that what kind of chore that I need to do. It's kind of like interesting. When minute you start to meditate, you remember things. When you are not meditating, you don't remember them. Minute you try to meditate, you remember all kinds of things. Does that sound familiar? Does that ring the bell? Minute you try to focus, you remember all kinds of things. It's not like because there are more thoughts rising. No, because we are being mindful of our thought. That's why it seems like more, but it's not more, it's the same thing. That's what happens after some time, thought rise. Now question what I should do. There's few things that you can do. First one, according to the Vinayaka Sutra, where the Buddha talks about monastic life, according to Vinayaka Sutra, so there's illustrations been mentioned in the Vinayaka Sutra. Orchard, good, has a good, sharp orchard, and skilled swordman. The first example, that's what I mentioned. You, as a skilled swordman, thought archers that shoot arrows. Your job is to make sure that the hits stop them. You can't be spacing out. More like it will hit. Why? Because archer is not just archer, it's one of the best archers. Never miss the target. Never miss the target. You are facing that kind of archer, never miss the target. But you have sword, you can stop. But that means you have to be very mindful. You can stop. Each arrow comes, you can stop. Second, you are like wander, it will hit you. Because that archer never miss the target. That's the one method that Vinayaka Sutra mentioned you can do. Every thought that rises, we can challenge them, like skilled swordman. That's one way to keep focus, your focus on that space between thought while challenging this amount of thought that rise. One way to do. Another is like, I'm not sure, I've been asked one of the center member, but there's no specific term. So see, a long time, when people go to the oceans, in the boat, they have bird in the cage, bird in the cage to find the land. I'm not sure what you call this specific terms. Zingji chazuen. Zing means boat. Chazuen means the prison. Prison. Cha means bird. The bird, prison bird, is in the cage, in the boat. Zingji chazuen. There's another example, Zingji chazuen. So here you are trying to control. You're trying to control your mind. Keep that mind on the focus, but that mind acts like the bird in the cage wanting to fly away because it's been trapped there now maybe 60 seconds. It's been trapped there 60 seconds or 1 minute, more or less, desperately want to get out or go somewhere, like exactly like the bird in the cage. Second method, you should not fight. You should not fight. Just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Watch where it goes, how it goes, why it goes. Just watch. Why it wants to go, where it is going, how it's going. Just watch the whole episode. The movement of that bird, in this case your mind, movement of that bird, how it goes, where it goes, just watch. What happened? Eventually that bird will come back to the boat because there's nothing to land. There's no land to land. There's no land to land. But thinking there's somewhere to land, but there's nothing to land, the bird will come back. Boat is the only place to land. There's nothing, nowhere else to land. It will come back. Exactly the same. The awareness will return back to the focus. It will return back to the focus. You don't need to fight. You just simply recognize and just watch the whole movement, where it goes, how it goes. Just look at it. Come back to the square one. Okay, two methods. You have options. There's two methods. You have options. You can choose. So now the more important thing here, this is just to develop your concentrations and to stop all this other bombardment thought. Now the main thing here. Now you are doing pretty well. Pretty well. You apply these two methods. Whatever method you choose, you apply them. Now you are able to focus. Now you are focusing. Now it become like, now your meditation, whole meditation become like clear, still water. See, now your whole meditation become like clear, still water. Before it's murky, you did 9 round breathing meditations, separate them. So now your meditation is like clear, still water. Your meditation like this. Maya tambe chu. Maya means not moving, same as still, no moving. The water is not moving. Now your meditation become like clear, still water. Now what I should do, the most important meditation that you're about to do, the most important meditation. Analyzing notion of self. Oh, the most important meditation that you're about to do. Now you are about to touch the root of all the problems that you experience. Since from beginning this time, you are about to touch or get close to the root. So now, when your meditation becomes like still clear water, so from there, so then you need time to analyze notion of self. Oh, very important one. How to do? Am I my head? Begin from here. Am I my head? Am I my hair? This is serious meditations. Mention Shakyamuni Buddha, Shanti Deva, Nagarjuna, many masters. Am I my hair? What is the answer? No. Go through each one of them, one by one. What's left, you cannot find, but you feel. You cannot find, but you feel. You cannot find, but it's still there, but you cannot find. What is that? Self. I. Still there, but you cannot find. Going through whole your physical body, cannot find. So now what is left? Mind. Consciousness. Am I my consciousness? Am I my mind? Answer has to be no. Answer cannot be yes. Answer has to be no. Otherwise, you cannot say my mind. If your mind, you cannot say my mind. If your mind is you, you cannot say my mind. Can you? If you are your mind, can you say my mind? No. But the self, you cannot find the body. Now you figure it out. Body is the mind. You went to every part of that, inside out. The answer is no. Then you jump to the mind, and the answer is no. Is me or I, is it separate from body and mind? Probably not. Is it mind or body? No. What do you see? Now you're going through that, with that analysis, what do you see? Nothing. What do you find? Nothing. Oh. Did you find self? No. Does that mean self doesn't exist? No. That's exactly how self exists. We think otherwise. You look at the mirror, then you think, oh, that's me. Actually, you are hallucinating. There's a reflection of you. It's not you, it's a reflection of you. So now you see, this is not, everything's just built on this notion of self. We never analyze. We never bother to analyze. We just go with that. We never analyze. What happened when your meditation become like still clear water, and from there, if you try to analyze what happens, this strong, absolute, inherent notion of self, where you find? Nowhere. Where you find? Nowhere. Apparent, yet empty. You understand? Apparent, yet empty. Can we get our head around that? Can we get our head around that? Apparent, yet empty. Can you put these two things together? Nothing, don't. Yeah, feel so strongly, yet empty. What? Self. Feel so strong, vividly, strongly, yet empty. Make sense? Empty, now the switch the word empty, yet appears. Empty, yet appears. Make sense? Very, very important word. Nangxi Tongba, apparent yet empty. Nangxi Tongba. Tongxi Nawa, empty yet apparent. If you do these meditations, don't confuse, because I don't have any experience, I'm just talking. I have no any experience, I'm just talking. Like anybody else, I'm just talking. I don't have any experience. When you get out of these meditations, what kind of experience you're supposed to get? Look around, including self. So tight, so serious, so absolute, so inherent. It's like illusion. It's like illusion. You are hallucinated. We never, something that we should investigate. We never investigate. We just go with that. We just go along with that, life after life. Same notion of self. We just go along with that. Everything that builds on that, you cannot find. Not seeing is the best seeing. Does it make sense? Not seeing is the best seeing. Matawani tonga tamba. Matawani tawa tamba. Not looking at the best looking. Does it make sense? Not looking is the best way of looking. Not looking. Kind of sounds crazy, but that is not looking at the best way of looking. Does it make sense? Matawani tawa tamba. Not seeing is the best seeing. Does that make sense? Not looking is the best way of looking. Oh. Now, what's your conclusions? Analyzing notion of self, what's your conclusions? There's nothing to find. What I should do? Pause. Pause there. Pause there. There's nothing further to look. You are not looking, that's the best way of looking. Not finding, that's the best way. You found the best thing. You found the best thing. You are not looking anymore. That's the best. There you are looking the best way. You are looking in the best way. Because you are not looking anymore, you are looking in the best way. Mata wani tawa tamba, mata wani tonga tamba. So that's very important, because everything, all the seriousness, tightness, all the stress, everything that builds on the sense notion of self that we must analyze, at least, like 1 minute here, 1 minute there. We should not go along with that. Because everything builds on that. So we must find. Oh. Then during that meditation, so much negative karma will purify. Why? Because you are going to the root. You are not just touching the branch. You are going to the root. That's why negative karma, your negative karma, like shattered, like throwing the glass on the floor. It's going to be shattered like that. Because you are going to the root. Maybe I should stop. What do you think? Time is over now. So now, sorry, the time is over. It's 11:30. I gishikele every day trying. So I'm hoping that you try the same thing in order to get maximum benefit, in order to get the most out of this precious human life. that you feel fortunate because that you can learn. So that's we all do. Okay, so we help much as possible to ourselves throughout the day, then dedicate the merit to help others to see, to have opportunity as you do, like meditating on that. Okay, so this is very good for most excellent method for the beginner, how to control thought. Okay, first you work with, make sure that your meditation become like clear, still water. Make sure that there's like watching to be precise, conventional nature of thought or space between thought. Okay, so maybe someone I will repeat that meditation maybe next Sunday. Okay, so try. That's all we can do. Just try. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and thank you so much, Venerable Hamullah, Domasi, all of you, and Alejandra, Children, translating people from Patagonia, and all the people from Patagonia. Thank you for coming in. So hopefully I will see you someday. Okay, yeah, and anybody watching on YouTube, so have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Let's start with the dedication verses from Master Shantideva.
Uh,
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now the long life prayers, starting with one for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all powerful, Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. And one for a long life prayer for Sarah J. Kinser Rinpoche Jitsun Losang Dalek, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Avatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. One for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, Please, please live long. And 7 green Dharma mantras for Geshe. Healing can give you samples, long, happy, healthy lives. Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha. 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 Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha.
Well, thank you so much. So have a nice weekend. See you next Sunday.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you so much,
Geshe-la.
Geshe-la.
Thank you,
Geshe-la.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Lama.
Gracias, gracias,
Thanks,
Ale.
Lamala, like Donna. Thank you, Donna.
Oh, yeah.
Gracias.
Uh,
Gracias.